Racist entitled mother wants me to give her precious baby my phone because I'm colored and probably stole it. Police get involved and I'm apprehended. Just for background, I'm a half-black woman who grew up in a ghetto and worked damn hard through high school to earn a scholarship and full ride through college. I now work a very decent job and make a reasonable amount of money, which I'm not afraid to show off. Though, I do maintain my ghetto heritage. Naturally, racism is a touchy subject for me. So, here I am, minding my own business in a local coffee place, answering some emails on my new Samsung Note 10. Day off, so I'm not dressed particularly well. Hoodie, sweatpants, you know the deal. Enter the cast. Entitled mother, generally snooty looking, like she was really trying hard to look wealthy, but nothing she had on was actually valuable. Obviously fake jewelry, etc. Entitled kid, maybe 12 to 13, large, positive he had some kind of autism or Asperger's due to his general mannerisms, and well, screeching. I noticed that entitled mother and entitled kid are staring at me. Not a big deal, especially since this is an upper class area, and I'm, well, me with my demeanor. Eventually, entitled mother and entitled kid walk over to me, and entitled mother says,
"You, where did you get that?"
I bought it?
How?
How do you think?
People like you can't afford phones like that. You must have stolen it.
At this point, I'm sort of in shock and speechless. She follows up with,
"I should report you to the police, but I'm willing to let this go if you hand the phone over to my precious baby son now."
Why would I do that?
Because you stole it and don't deserve it.
You're not getting my phone, tramp. At this point, the manager, supervisor / assertive staff member, I'm not sure but I'm calling him manager from here, walks over after noticing the situation and tries to calm everyone down. Manager: "Ma'am, I need you to keep it down, this is a coffee shop." Entitled mother:
"This woman called me a tramp after stealing my son's phone."
Manager:
"Wait, what?" "I want a full refund, my phone back, and some compensation."
"Ma'am, you need to give her the phone back or I'm calling the police." Me: "But it's my phone." Entitled mother:
"That's my son's phone, you tramp."
Manager: "Ma'am, that's clearly not your phone. I will call the police if you don't give the phone back." At this point, entitled kid is screeching. I can't really make out what he's saying, but he's reaching for my phone. Having dealt with racism all my life, I began to go off at all three of them, so naturally, police were called. The police immediately apprehended me, and only me, and confiscated my phone. They also took entitled mother, entitled kid, and the manager's statements before taking mine last. All three of them told the cops an exaggerated version of events. At this point, you'd have thought that I was some homeless black person who'd just mugged a 13-year-old if you believed the story they told. I gave them my statement and told them I would refuse to cooperate any further until they checked security footage. The coffee shop refused to let them check since, as far as they concerned, it was clear that I was a thief and I'd be apprehended, so what's the point? Eventually, the security footage was checked after several minutes of convincing, and everything became awkward after that. The police awkwardly apologized and even went out of their way to say, "We weren't working on racial stereotypes, just responding to the scene that was reported." None of the coffee shop staff actually said anything to me once I was apprehended. Guess I'm not going back there now. Entitled kid never stopped screeching, even as I left after being released from police. Entitled mother seemed completely unfazed by the security footage, continuing to claim that I must have stolen it from someone else because my type can't afford those phones. So that was another day off, ruined by entitled parents and racial profiling. I wish I could say I was surprised by the absolute gall of that woman, but to be honest, I've experienced so many of these situations, nothing surprises me anymore. Our next story was posted by a user, Rogue Wanderer, titled, "I'd rather give my kids drinks with chemicals in them instead of giving them McDonald's drinks." This happened last weekend to me, so it's not fully fresh in my mind, but it's pretty close word for word. Background info. I just started working at Starbucks. It's a great time. At my place, we close at 6. We do a call 5 minutes before closing for final drinks, and to let customers know that they'll need to leave when it hits 6. Because we need to clean the place and wash all the machines and chemically rinse certain things, as you do with a coffee machine, no matter where you are or work. I'm not sure as I'm new, but I know it takes a tad to clean them and stuff. I'm cleaning the front and outside area, and my co-workers are out back doing money things and cleaning dishes. Our cast are me, the newbie, ED, entitled dad, CK1 and 2, his cute kids / semi-entitled, but I blame the dad, and SM, our super awesome shift manager. So, it's 6:10 PM, and we have officially closed. My co-workers and I are cleaning the store. The signs have been brought in, the chairs are inside, are all stacked, the food has been put away, you can clearly see that there is nothing out, and that everything is clean. I'm finishing bringing in the last of my tables from outside the store, and as I'm about to close the door, 2 cute kids run inside. They're probably around 5 and 7-ish, and come in with their dad behind them. Entitled dad says, "Oh, are you guys closed?" Me, "Yes, sorry, we closed at 6, we're just finishing up cleaning." Entitled dad, "Well, your door was open, so I guess you're not closed, am I right? Lucky us, eh boys?" Me, "Sorry, the door was open so we could bring in all the outside furniture, and I was just closing it before your children ran inside. Sorry, could you please ask them to stop playing with the merchandise as it breaks easily? Sorry." As I'm saying this, his kids are running around touching the merchandise and playing with the straws and so on. And he completely ignores my statement. Entitled dad, "Well, that's completely unacceptable. As a business, if your doors are open, you are still expected to serve customers. You can do a couple of drinks for us. It's only us 3, no big deal." Me, "I'm sorry, but all the equipment and produce have been put away and cleaned. The machines are currently going through their cleaning cycle, so I don't think that we can make you a drink. If we made you a drink, it would not be consumable, as there would be cleaning chemicals and so on. And we've already cashed up for the night, so the till and EFTPOS are not working. Once again, I'm not too sure since it's not my job to clean the machines, but I told him what I knew, and I knew that the drinks could not be made." Entitled dad, "Are you saying that you won't make us any drinks? Just give them the drinks, I'm sure they'll be fine. I can't believe this. I promised my boys some hot drinks, and I need a coffee after such a hard day at work. Just make us our drinks and we'll be off." Me, "I'm really sorry about this, but we can't make you any drinks. They wouldn't be consumable at this time. I think there's a McDonald's about a minute down the road. You'd be able to get some drinks there." As I said this, he got a lot closer to me. I'm about 5'4", and he was probably at least 6'1", and he pretty much just started to yell in my face. "Why would you tell me to go to McDonald's? I am not that cheap, and my kids deserve better. The drinks are horrible, there, and not good for kids. Stop whatever you've been doing and make our orders. Your customer service is horrendous. Is there anyone else here?" By this time, my other co-workers had noticed this loud noise, and had come out anyway. My shift manager comes up to the guy and says pretty much the same things as I did at the start, and then says, "Look, we've been closed for 20 minutes now, sir. Please leave my co-worker alone, as she has done nothing wrong. Please stop trying to intimidate her into getting your way. I can point you in the right direction to where you can get your drinks, or you can get out of the store." Entitled dad looked pretty flustered by having a male come out and tell him what's what, so he tells the kids to go and he leaves as he slams the door. So, my shift manager is pretty cool, and I'm happy I didn't have to deal with him any longer. Our next story was posted by user Just a Nutmeg, titled, "Entitled Parent Treats My Office Like a Playroom or Napping Space." So, for context, a few years ago I had a pretty sweet office setup. I had my own person office, at work, tucked away to work from, out of the main waiting room. This meant that every day, even on a busy day, my office was my own personal quiet nirvana, where I could do my work undisturbed. Cue entitled parents and her kids. I'm working quietly away and glad for my space, as it sounds like a zoo out there this particular day, when all of a sudden, my door opens. I work with my back to the door, so I assume it's one of the staff coming to ask or tell me something. No, it's a woman with 2 kids in tow, toddler girl and a 5-year-old boy. Me. Sorry ma'am, this isn't an area you should be in. And I point at the nice big sign by my now open door that says, staff only on the outside. Entitled mother. My baby is tired, and it's too noisy out there. She needs somewhere quiet to nap. Baby is the reason it was noisy out there and won't stop howling. The zoo has migrated and I'm now ground zero. Then indicates the boy. Entitled mother. And my son is bored. Why aren't there any toys out here? He was eyeballing my laptop with a voracious gleam in his eye. I felt zero guilt shooting him a "don't even think about it" glare. Me. There isn't any toys in here either. Then to the kids firmly I say, please stop that. The kids had already started their mission to demolish my workspace. In the short time they'd been there, the toddler was pulling the books from my shelving, while the older one was stacking them up like a tower, then knocking them over. I glared at the mother, who was just letting her kids run rampant. This wasn't a place people attended with kids. Hers were only the second lot I'd seen in 2 years working there. The first was an old co-worker on maternity leave, bringing their sleeping newborn by to show the staff. So, not even sure that counts. I'm getting rapidly ticked off, but aim for a calm but firm tone. I'm sorry, but they can't play here and with my things. Entitled mother. Why isn't there toys out here, or a parent's room then? There isn't really a demand for either a parent's room or toys. This is discrimination. You have to let them sleep here, or I'm going to tell everyone you hate children. Amusing, given I have children of my own. But hers was starting to bring me around to that ideology. The youngest was now trying to pull my entire in-tray on their head, while the eldest was busy furiously wiping snot he'd picked from his nose on my wall. So I say to her, okay. She looks smug and moves to settle in, to watch her kids go ape. I'm grinning my head off. So I say, tell people I hate kids. She looks baffled and horrified, like I'd sworn or something. You just can't do it in here. Now, I have work to do, and I pointed at the door, hoping she'd leave and take her kids with her, who'd moved on to molesting my corner pot plant and attempting to climb my filing cabinets. Now she starts screeching and yelling. I'm a customer. You can't abuse me like this. Help! Help! I hear someone coming up the hallway. She tries to look all tearful and points a shaking finger at me accusingly. It's one of the managers. Entitled mother. She just abused me. She said she hated children and that she wished mine would die. I want her disciplined now. I sigh, roll my eyes, look at my laptop, and notice I'd forgotten to pause the recording I had been in the process of making when she bared in, that I had forgotten in the ensuing melee. Me. Are you sure about that? Manager notices my laptop screen and what I just did, and stifles laughing. She's fuming looking between us, wondering why we aren't seeing anything, until I press play. When it finished, she was bright red and tried a different tactic. You can't record me without my permission. I'm calling the police. The manager, with a face like thunder, voice like silk. You aren't supposed to be in here. You interrupted just a nutmeg doing her job and wound up on a voice memo she was recording. You've also just made false accusations against an employee here.
The police won't care. Leave the building, or we'll just have security escort you out. Now!
Where I live, it is perfectly legal to record a conversation without all parties' knowledge or consent, but it was useless for what I had to use it for, so no need to keep it. Entitled mother.
I still have an appointment at 1 p.m.
Manager.
We will handle cancelling that. Take your business elsewhere.
It was honestly one of the best places to work. That manager was one of many awesome co-workers who looked after their workforce, made sure I got the office a lovely cake to share on my last day, when I moved on to a new job with more hours and less of a commute. Edit. For those asking for the recording, sorry, I don't have it anymore. I left that job years ago. It was on a company computer, and once I sent it to HR, in case there was a complaint filed, I didn't keep my own copy, since it wasn't of use to me. Our next story was posted by user War with Varun, titled, Want my iPhone? Sure. Give me your car. Hey everyone, I'm on a road trip. This literally happened 10 minutes ago. I'm drinking a free tea because of it, lol. Backstory. I have stopped on a midway treat, drinking some juice. My parents just went to use the bathroom. Story. I'm sitting there, drinking me juice and browsing Reddit, and this happens. Entitled mother grabs my shoulder so hard I nearly spilled my juice.
Hey, my baby is bored. She wants your phone to play.
I'm sorry, this is an iPhone 7 Plus, which I just bought with my own money. I can't just give it to someone.
It's okay, just give.
The baby comes over and tries to whisper, which I totally hear.
I thought this would be fast and we would get a new phone easily.
Me? Goodbye. Entitled mother.
Wait!
Why?
I need to make a call.
Use your phone.
Mine's dead.
Okay, so you want me to take my phone and get away, right? Yeah, you got a nice car there. Mind if I trade my phone for that?
What the heck? I need to make a call, just give me the phone.
Give me the keys now. Entitled mother bails, lol. And yeah, I don't know what to say. And our next story was posted by a user, Jordan isn't my real name, titled, Entitled mum steals my half-eaten McFlurry and gives it to her daughter. I never thought I'd have a story for this subreddit, nor did I think these people actually existed, but here I am. I'm a student and I work fast food for a few extra bucks here and there. Every day on my meal break, I get the same thing. Double cheeseburger with mac sauce and bacon, small fries, and a McFlurry, which I highly recommend. So I'm on my meal break, I get my usual, and start going at my McFlurry. A few heaping spoonfuls later, I realize I forgot to get napkins, so I abandoned my food for a second to get some, which was a big mistake. As soon as I returned to my table, I see my McFlurry is gone. My first thought was maybe I had absent-mindedly took it with me and left it on the napkin stand, but I was wrong. A few tables down, I see a little girl with her mother chowing down on my McFlurry. And I know it's mine because it has double the amount of M&Ms that a normal McFlurry would have, because I made it myself. I take my ice cream very seriously, so I wasn't going to let her get away with this. Me. Excuse me, ma'am, did you take my McFlurry? Entitled mother.
Oh, you left it there, so I assumed you didn't want it anymore. It's okay if my daughter has it, right? You're an employee, so I'm sure you can get another if you want.
Me. No, it's not okay. I paid for that. You can't just steal people's food. Give it back.
I didn't steal it. You didn't want it anymore. And why would you want it now?
My daughter has already put her mouth on the spoon. Well, I put my mouth on that spoon. Why the hell would you give your kids food a stranger ate off of? I could have herpes for all you know.
How dare you talk to me like that? I am a customer. I demand to speak to your manager.
That's fine by me. I go back and get my favorite manager, Javert. Do not forget his name. we're besties, and explain the situation. He says he'll help me handle it. Javier says,
Mom, my employees say you stole food from him.
Entitled mother,
No, I didn't. He let me have it and now he's harassing me because he changed his mind.
Me, Javier, I implored him. Cue short silence. Javier says,
Ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Entitled mother,
Why? I didn't do anything.
You're causing a disturbance.
He started it. Punish him.
Ma'am, please just leave.
Fine. Just give me another McFlurry and I'll leave.
I'm sorry? What?
If my daughter can't have this McFlurry, then get her another one.
Ma'am, you didn't pay for this one. What makes you think you can get another one? You're lucky I don't make you pay for this one.
Fine. But I'm keeping this one.
The daughter has been scarfing down the ice cream, unfazed, the entire time this encounter is happening. She's probably gotten used to it. She's almost done at this point, so there's no reason to keep pushing the situation. The entitled mum storms out in a huff, daughter and McFlurry in tow. Javi lets me get another one on the house. You think that's where the story ends? Wrongo. Probably half an hour later, the store phone rings. Javier answers. It's the entitled mum. I can't tell you exactly what she said, but she did ask for the store supervisor. The supervisor wasn't there, so wanting to be done with this lady, and Javier being Javier, he just said that he was the supervisor. She told him an employee and a manager were extremely rude to her, and that she demanded they both be fired. When Javier pressed for the details, she said they tried to steal her daughter's McFlurry and made her cry. Javier said, Well, that's weird, because our ice cream machine is broken. You must be calling the wrong McDonald's. Don't call back. Click. The phone rang again a couple of times after that, but it stopped eventually. A real mad lad that Javier is. Now, Karen 24601, ice cream machine is broken and your time's begun. You know what that means?
Yes, it means it's free.
No. If you guys like Les Miserables, I'm sure you'll love that. And our last story was posted by a user entitled Goober, titled Karen Saves the Day. Okay, short and sweet as I'm sick, but don't want to forget to post it again. Okay, so my dad and I went to watch the new Joker movie. Super good if you like dark movies. A man near the front row was talking the whole time. He would constantly yelp at everything, but not even in an authentic way. Like, if a character moved their arm, he would go off just screaming to annoy people. Midway through the movie, it was getting dark, and he started talking loudly about how he was the real-life Joker. Okay, honey, go off. And Karen/Debbie steps in. She gets up and she is the most Karen-y Karen I have ever seen. She had the haircut, the fake fur scarf, and the really ugly LuLaRoe style clothes. Let's not forget she was also handing out Mary Kay samples to everyone there because she's a boss babe. She walks a few seats over and goes off, but was polite enough to try and not disturb anyone else. Karen/Debbie.
My children are trying to watch this frickin' movie. Shut your frickin' mouth. If I hear you speak again, I'll kick you out myself.
The guy tried to fight back, but Karen/Debbie spun around and very loudly shushed him and sat back down. Thank you, Karen. You saved the movie. Edit 1. I feel like this Karen is too kind to be a Karen. She's more a chaotic good Karen. I think I'll call her Debbie. Edit 2. The kids were between 15 and 17. They were not little kids. Sorry, I forgot to say that. Hey guys, I'm changing things up a little bit. I do like doing the, full volume videos that I usually do, but I kind of want to do some relaxed ones, because I watched a few of r/Mr. Reddit's videos, and I like how he narrates kind of low pitch like this. If you guys like that, I'm going to be making some playlists. Copying another idea, I'll make fall asleep playlists. If you guys want to listen to just rolls and rolls of me stinging you to sleep. Yeah. Tell me what you guys think of it in the comments. As always, hope you have a good day, and I love you all. Bye.